My beautiful bull gang, how you guys doing, man? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your September 2020 reading. I hope everybody's well. If so, let me know down in those comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other readers we got here on this platform. And as always, these messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take the message how it resonates if it applies to your personal situation. And if you guys would like, you may follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. All that information is provided down below. Taurus, welcome in, man. I hope you guys have been doing well. And let's see what we got going on for September 2020. Good morning to everybody, by the way. I hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you guys live, all right? Let's see what we got going on. Messages for Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout September 2020, what messages do we got coming through for Taurus here? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout September 2020. What do we got going on? A really prominent message that keeps coming through is when the dust settles. Okay? That's what I feel coming through here. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout September 2020. All right, let's take a look. Taurus, the first card out is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. When the dust settles, you're getting back to a place right now where you're stable. I think that it has taken a while for you to overcome something, but I think right now you're in a place where you're stable and you're progressively moving forward. Taking a look at your current energy, we have the Four of Cups, the person you're dealing with, the Page of Swords, and the outcome that's present, the Ten of Cups. Taurus, right now, there's somebody that you're energetically blocking out. It's not even just physical at this point. I do feel like you're physically distancing yourself from another person, but even on an energetic level, you're pushing somebody out right now. You're in a space where you're completely moving on from somebody, and you're really focused on purging that person out of your memory. You're focused on purging that person completely out of your life to the point where you're stable and moving forward. Now, the person you're dealing with here, they're picking up on this, okay? We got here Page of Swords. So this could be an ex of yours for some of you, and keep in mind an ex doesn't have to be your last romantic partner. An ex could be an ex-best friend, right? An ex is somebody who was once close to you but no longer is. So maybe it's an ex-best friend, maybe it's an ex-lover, maybe it's an ex-family member who hasn't been in the family for quite some time. It could also be your ex-job, right? But somebody here is keeping an eye on you, Taurus, because they're starting to see that you're completely removing yourself from their life. They're seeing that you have separated yourself, and you've done it for a reason. And one of the biggest reasons you've done it for, Taurus, was for your emotional freedom, your Ten of Cups, your emotional fulfillment, your happiness. You removed yourself out of a situation that you deemed was unhealthy for you, and you have put yourself in positive surroundings and a positive environment. So Taurus, I feel like you did a lot of spring cleaning, and we ain't even in spring yet, baby, okay? We're moving towards these fall energies super, super quickly. So I think right now, you're in a space where you have completely let go of somebody, and you have done it in as many ways as possible. You've cut the cord. It's not just physical anymore, it's energetic as well. And you're doing really good without somebody. And I think this was needed. I think you needed to readjust your environment and surround yourself with things that really emotionally fulfill you, as well as bring you enlightenment and positivity. Now, real quick, let's take a look at this Page of Swords. Why is somebody still keeping a close eye on Taurus here, please? What's going on with this Page of Swords? Why is the person that Taurus is dealing with showing up as the Page of Swords? And we have here the Chariot. Someone here, it's definitely why they're keeping an eye on you, is because they're seeing how much you've moved on. So here's an idea, and I've talked about this idea a lot. When you tend to move on in life, that's when the other person starts to chase you. So when you chase somebody, naturally they keep running. Well, now you're no longer running, Taurus, you're moving forward, and somebody's chasing you. They're starting to see that you're moving on, and I think it's not making them super happy. They're noticing it, they're picking up on it, okay? So this person's keeping a watchful eye on you, whoever this ex is, okay, of the past. Like I said, ex-best friend, ex-lover, could be an ex-family member, who knows? But I'm seeing somebody here still keeping a watchful eye on you, as they're seeing you doing better without them. And nobody ever wants to see you doing better without them, but ultimately that's what they're seeing, and I think it leaves a distasteful kind of energy surrounding them. I don't think they're very happy about this, okay? So what I'm going to do here, Taurus, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look at how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout September 2020. Then I'll take a look at how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout September 2020. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll go ahead and see the outcome, okay? Now, in regards to who Taurus is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Taurus, and what is going on with this individual, please? Throughout September 2020, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. throughout September 2020? How does the person that Taurus is dealing with feel towards Taurus? And what is going on with this individual throughout September 2020? Let's take a look. First card out is going to be the Six of Swords, okay? We also have here the Three of Cups. We have here the Four of Wands. We got the Fool card. We got the Justice card. We got the Two of Pentacles. And then we have here the Seven of Pentacles. So, also, you had a flipper, by the way, which was the Three of Swords. This makes a lot of sense. Your person right now is going through a place of heartbreak, but they don't want to show that weakness, okay? And keep in mind, heartbreak is not essentially a weakness, but coming from your person's ego and perspective, they feel that by being heartbroken, they look weak, okay? So what your person's doing right now is they're noticing that you're happier without them. So they want to match that energy, right? They're like, I don't want to let Taurus be happy without me. I want them to see that I'm happier without them. It's a game, and it's a game that I feel this person's playing because they don't want to feel left out. They don't want any FOMO at the moment. They're in a space where it's like, well, if Taurus is going to be doing better than me, then I got to be doing better than Taurus. So ultimately, this creates a third-party situation. Now, keep in mind, it's not really a third-party situation because you're no longer involved in it, but you're partially involved in it, okay? You're involved in it in spirit, Taurus. That's kind of the energy that's coming through. So this person has a third-party situation in the sense of they're trying to have fun with other people. They're trying to make you jealous. They're trying to look like they're doing better with you. So energetically, you're a part of this, even though you've removed yourself from this person as much as possible. But it's not a physical third-party situation as you're not with this person, okay? So they're doing their best right now to kind of make you jealous, and that's them acting out of heartbreak. Okay, this person is going through pain right now because they see that you're doing better. And the way for them to kind of mend that pain is because they want to get even. So they are coming from that space where they are playing a dangerous game. Now we also have here the Fool card, and we have here the Four of Wands. And the reason why this game is so dangerous is because it's not even that it's going to hurt you, Taurus, because you've moved on. It's only going to hurt themselves. And I think that that's what they don't recognize. They are so focused on making you feel left out. They're so focused on making you feel like they're doing so much better without you. But the truth of the situation is, Taurus, is that you've completely removed yourself from their life, from their energy, from their situation. And at the end of the day, the only person that this individual is going to hurt is themselves, you know? They have here the Fool card, and they have here the Four of Wands. It looks to me like they might even be looking for a rebound relationship throughout September 2020. They might be trying to find somebody who fills the void that's not you. So I do see for some of you Taurians, the person you're connecting with might be going out right now. Of course, they're flirting with other people, but it does seem like they're looking for somebody to get into a committed relationship with because they feel that once they jump into another relationship, they would be able to lose feelings for you. They feel like if they meet another person, that's how they're going to get over you. And at the same time as well, they feel like you'll start to notice and pay attention and maybe possibly have any signs or symptoms of jealousy. I don't really see that happening per se, Taurus, but this is what's going on in your person's perspective. So they want to make you jealous. They want to find another person. But of course, as many of us know, it is never a good idea to get into a relationship with somebody else when you're still in love with somebody else. When you jump into a relationship with somebody new, when you still have feelings for your past, it's not fair to the new person and it's not fair to yourself because the person you're connecting with here still has feelings for you. And they haven't taken the time to properly work through them. Instead, they're fighting against the tide of moving on, and they're keeping themselves stuck on you by, engaging in this kind of behavior. And no judgment here to the person you're dealing with. At the end of the day, I am the messenger. Taurus, you are the ones that need to have the feelings about this. But, in a sense, your person's going through it, and that's the way they're reacting. And at some point, they'll be able to release themselves from you, but I think that's going to happen once they realize that they need to do it on their own. Once they stop playing games, once they acknowledge that the both of you are no longer together, once they acknowledge that you can be happier without them, then I think they'll start to settle down and focus on moving on. It's a big ego thing here with the person you're connecting with. The fact that they see you doing better without them, that really makes them feel insecure. Not sure why, but that's where they're coming from, okay? In regards to what's going on with your person throughout September 2020, Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, throughout September 2020, Taurus, your person here is still going to be trying to find themselves a new connection. They may find it, by the way, because the Fool card and the Four of Wands is like saying fuck it and getting into a relationship with somebody. So your person here, your ex, they may actually find somebody throughout September 2020, so they may enter a new relationship, but that's their main goal and their main focus is to enter a relationship with somebody new, and they're using that new person against you. They're trying to use that new person to get a rise out of you. It's definitely not the best approach, but that's what's going on with the individual you're connecting with. Now, taking a look at how you feel, Taurus, towards this person, let's take a look. How does Taurus feel towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Taurus throughout September 2020? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout September 2020. How does Taurus feel towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Taurus throughout September 2020? Let's take a look. First card out is going to be the Eight of Pentacles. So you've been working on yourself, of course. You also had the Knight of Wands fall out. And I think it's not even just about working towards yourself. You know, you've worked to completely get rid of wanting to come back to this connection, you know? You've gotten rid of the second chances. Maybe in the past you might have wanted to give this connection a second chance, but you've gotten rid of that mentality. I think you've really moved on and progressed to where you saw a path that has light and a path that has darkness. The path that had light was you moving forward. The path that had darkness was you going back to this connection. So, you know, you saw the light in a sense. You've been enlightened to recognize that you're better off moving forward, you know? So you're still in this stance, Taurus, where you are slowly but surely working your way up to your emotional freedom and your emotional happiness. You're very happy and content with blocking out this connection and focusing on yourself and focusing on having a positive environment. So Taurus, you know, you're really in a space where you're still standing by the fact that you don't want any sort of reconciliation. You don't want anything to do with this person. You've really moved forward. So you're still in that position throughout September. You also have here the Sun card, the Eight of Swords, and you have here the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you're prioritizing your happiness throughout September 2020. And I think there's a part of you that wants this person to let go and to be happy. I'm not sure if you wish any ill will towards the person you're dealing with. I don't think you do. I think you're just at a space where you've grown so much that you don't want to involve yourself in any more games because it looks like this person likes to play games. Right now, you're really focused on where you're putting your time. And what you're doing is you're spending your time prioritizing your happiness. And that's what's important. Sometimes when Tauruses are in relationships, you guys can get lost in other people, especially the people you're dating. Sometimes it gets to the point where you're doing too much for the person you're dealing with and you're not getting anything back in return. And it's really nice, Taurus, to just take a step back and pause and focus on yourself and slow down, you know? And on top of it too, September 9th, yesterday, we had we had Mars enter retrograde in Aries. And with Mars in retrograde, you know, in a sense, it tells us to slow down. In a sense, it tells us to come from a position where we're not fighting against the tide, but instead to slow down and see things from a different perspective. So you're seeing this from a different perspective. I feel like the person you were when you were dating this person is not who you are now. When you were dating this person or connecting with them, you were most likely more loyal. You were really focused on making them happy. You were very much so a beautiful and amazing partner to them. But now you recognize how much you enjoy the freedom that you have. I think that the freedom is what's making you happy, and the fact that you can prioritize your happiness is making you even more happy, you know? So you still take that stance that you're better off without them. We also have here the Tower, and we have here the Seven of Cups. And I think you're also excited for what's to come. Because keep in mind, the Ten of Cups here, this isn't just about pure emotional fulfillment. This is about meeting a soulmate. And you're on that path right now. You're on that journey. You're excited to meet your soulmate, dude. You're excited to have the awakening of the soulmate where you meet the right person at the right time and it's the most beautiful connection. You're so excited to meet that type of person. You know, you recognize this connection didn't work out for a reason. So of course you have to keep moving forward in order to find the right person for you. So you are excited for what the future holds for new people that you meet, and you are excited to meet your soulmate, that person that you're going to settle down with and establish and build a beautiful relationship with. So you set yourself free from this connection because you knew there was more out there for you. All right. Now, in regards to what's going on with you, Taurus, throughout September 2020, let's take a look. We have here the Strength card, the Two of Cups, and we also have here the Three of Wands. Goddamn! While you're on your journey doing your own thing, for some of you Taurians, you might meet your soulmate this month. Just saying. Now, keep in mind, I know it won't resonate to all Tauruses. Not every Taurus that watches this reading will meet their soulmate this month, and it's totally understandable. But for some of you here, even if you meet your soulmate or not, this Two of Cups is representing that throughout the month of September, you are getting back into being connected with yourself. I think that Remember how I said you might have lost yourself in this person? Well, you're finding yourself again. You're reconnecting with yourself. You're getting back in touch with your roots. And it feels absolutely amazing because you are back into being who you are. And when you're solo dolo and you're focused on you, you can be your greatest version. So moving into September with what's going on with you, Taurus, you're really focusing on just being happy in life. And with the Two of Cups here, you're finding yourself again. And for some of you, you may even be finding a soulmate, okay? So I'm not going to hold you to it. It may happen, it may not. But I'm seeing that you're getting your confidence back. You're getting back into the groove of things of where you feel good and you feel happy. And you're not consistently drained with a connection that's draining. You know, the moment you drop this connection, you dropped a lot of burdens here. And with the World card, that symbolizes you coming to a full cycle close, you know? You've closed out your cycle with this person. You're not interested in re-entering. You're happy and content where life is right now. Okay? So Taurus, I think that covers it. I think that covers it, man. We can keep going, but the same messages are coming out for you. It's really all about the fact that you're content, you're prioritizing your happiness, you feel good right now, you're in a positive environment, you're excited for what's to come next when it comes towards your love journey. You know, you're really focusing on yourself. Some of you Taurians right now may be really focused on embracing your money, Queen of Pentacles. You may be in a space right now where you have created businesses that you are nurturing right now. So instead of nurturing a relationship, you're nurturing your finances, you're nurturing a business. You know, you might be in that space as well too. So you're doing good, Taurus, and I'm happy to see that you're doing good. Now, in regards to where energies are aligning, please, between Taurus and the person they're dealing with, let's take a look. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, throughout September 2020. Where energies aligning, please, between Taurus and the person they're dealing with. We got here the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and then we also have here the Page of Wands. You're going to be very grounded, Taurus, because you've pushed out this connection, but the person you're dealing with is still very emotional about it, and they are still going to be playing those games with the Page of Swords, or the Page of Wands, excuse me. Remember, the Page represents somebody who is coming from a more immature place. So the Page of Wands is somebody who's acting more immaturely. So this person's still going to be playing that game where they're like, Taurus is doing better without me. Well, I'm going to continue to show Taurus that they're going to regret what they lost and that I'm better off without them. And this new guy or this new girl that I'm with, you know, is so much more amazing than them. It's just like they're trying so hard to flex because they want you to feel jealous. They want you to feel left out. They want you to feel the same hurt they're feeling. And hurt people, you know? And that's the thing. It's hard sometimes because to an extent, Taurus, you have care for this individual, but you just know you can't be around them right now. And I understand that, you know? So don't allow yourself to be around somebody you know you need distance from. But hurt people, and they want to make you feel how they feel. And that's just how it is, you know? Continue to wish this person well, Taurus. They'll get through what they need to get through over time. They're going through the motions, and that's just how they're expressing themselves, you know? As for the overall outcome, please, between Taurus and the person they're dealing with, let's take a look. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout September 2020. What is the overall outcome, please, between Taurus and the person they're dealing with? And we got here the Knight of Cups, and we also have here the High Priestess, and we have here the Eight of Cups. Absolutely. So the Knight of Cups to the High Priestess, you know, I look at the High Priestess almost as how I look at the Fool card. You know, this woman over here looks like she's getting ready to jump off the cliff. She looks like she's been set free. And we also have a moon in the background, okay? And with the moon, when you think about the full moon, what do you think about? You think about purging things out, letting things go. So the High Priestess to me is just letting things go, okay? You're in a position right now, Taurus, where you're letting this person go and you're focusing on embracing new love and you're focusing on embracing a new life, and you're leaving this old life and this old flame behind as you're ready to embrace the new. The thing about the Eight of Cups is the Eight of Cups walks away from a connection only to meet the Two of Cups. So the Eight of Cups meets the Two of Cups, and then the Ten of Cups is born. So you're in a space, Taurus, where you're going towards a new relationship. You're going towards a new soulmate, somebody who's meant to be with you in order for you to be emotionally and happily fulfilled, okay? So you are on your path to meeting somebody new, Taurus, but in the meantime, you're enjoying your life, you're living your life, you're content, and with your person here, they're going to continue to go through the motions. They have their own karmic stuff that they got to work out, but with the, what is this, the Justice? I don't know why I stuttered that hard, but with the Justice card here, the person you're connecting with, they'll work through their own cycle, you know? Taurus, you're no longer in a position where you're obligated to take care of this person, and you're never obligated for another person's karma. You know, they have stuff that they got to work out, they have cycles that they need to purge through. They'll work through it on their own time. Right now, your own concern is taking care of yourself and getting into a space in your life where you're happy, and that's what you've been doing. You know, the dust has settled, essentially, and that's what came up in the beginning of the reading. The dust had settled, and you're in a space right now where you're feeling good and you're cleaning up. You know, you're making your life as best as you possibly can. Okay? So Taurus, thank you guys so much for watching, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Of course, if it resonates, please let me know down in those comments down below. And if it doesn't resonate, it is what it is, man. There's always more readings that will come out that may have a chance to resonate with you. Okay? Much love to my Taurus gang. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have an awesome and amazing rest of your September 2020. And I will catch you guys in your next video. All right? Much love, my bull gang, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.